Natural dyeing specifically is a way of teaching people to engage with their environment a little bit differently. They don't think about being able to make this sort of beautiful array of color from things that are right around them. My name is Aaron Sanders-Head, and I am a textile artist living in Greensboro, Alabama. The main part of my practice is focused on natural dyes or handwork or hand stitching or some kind of combination therein. Typically, whatever I'm going to be working on that day is going to be something that either is recently in bloom or growing or has just recently stopped growing, so I have a lot of it currently at my disposal. Recently, it's been a lot of marigolds. We've got a lot of marigolds this year, and so I've been dyeing a lot with that. We also grew a lot of indigo. A lot of times, the inspiration just comes from whatever I'm working with, be it some sort of irregularity in the color or in the fabric or something I see out in nature while I'm gathering whatever it is that I'm going to be dyeing with. Those are all sort of touchstones when the process first starts. So this is exactly what this is. This is the most sort of true to color, is that one there. It's a pretty fiery color. After that first layer of dyeing, it can take sort of different branches, and it can be, more of that hand stitching, more of that mending, quilting, or some kind of combination therein. But it all sort of starts with that sourcing that local natural color palette. There's something very gratifying about being able to handle something that's so sort of raw and bare and then kind of transform it into something that's this finished product. Being able to sort of imbue the fabric with all those qualities while you're making it is one of the things that drives me. Part of what I do a lot of is teaching. I teach a lot of workshops to all ages, usually in museums or gallery spaces and different kind of arts facilities across the country. And when we moved here, I wanted to do some sort of work with the schools and with the public schools here in Hale County. And so through the Black Belt Community Foundation and the Hale County Public Library that's in downtown Greensboro, we were able to get a grant for providing to the community and to the students free natural dye workshops. Everything we use in the workshop has to be harvested in a 50-mile radius, and so it's true local colors, using things that are growing kind of around the area. We did a public one for the community in downtown Greensboro recently at the Stable, the coffee shop in downtown Greensboro. We had almost 70 people came out to it. Really ages sort of 5 to 75, from this like tiny little girls to older people in the community as well. I think it just sort of proves that kind of if you build it, they will come. If you kind of have these opportunities and kind of provide these things for the community, there is an interest and there is a draw there. It's just a matter of people like the Black Belt Community Foundation sort of turning around and reinvesting that money in places that really need it the most. One of the questions I get asked all the time about like making stuff is, so what do you do with that? And I think there's a lot of sort of pressure on people to make something as a means to an end of doing something instead of just the actual act of making alone. Like everyone always says, like, what do you do with that? It's like whatever you want to do with it. You can put it on a shelf, you can put it in a drawer, you can give it to somebody, you can do whatever you want to do with it, or you can do nothing with it. And that's also fine because you spent a day working with your hands and making something and sort of expressing something you couldn't express through other means. And it can be as simple as, pouring hot water over flowers that you've grown. It's so adaptable to whatever your lifestyle is and whatever your end goals are.